It's quite odd though when you think of the magnitude of this so-called reconstruction. Again, as I said, the road ends up there. Everything has to be brought by horse, mule, donkey, etc. So, I mean, if you look at how every single thing is being rebuilt, and I wouldn't go as far as to say it's exceptional craftsmanship, but certainly the people that place stones in such places know what they're doing. And again, they got to make it, how shall I phrase it, viable for tourists. But that's the odd thing, it's still only 15 to 20 persons a day on average, and it's not a wealthy country. There's plenty of places you could kind of apply such capital. So for me, a lot of these things are, again, I'm not being too negative about the whole landscape and the hike and everything. It's totally worth coming here, 100%. But take what you see with a pinch of salt, because from my experience, these things are purposefully reconstructed, in inverted commas, to create a new tourist hotspot. I mean, the profit that was accrued from Machu Picchu, kind of as a consequence of it gaining kind of 7 Wonder of the World status, was enough to, let's say, desire to construct another. Because there's a point where I've been so many castles, historic sites all across the world. You can go to Afghanistan, you can go to Albania, you can go to so many places where you see things as they were, and they're more impressive in that way, in my opinion. But when everything is literally just repointed, for those that are not pointing, is it's when you place bricks or stones or whatever together and you cement them in or lime wash them in or whatever, that's not how it should look. It's just silly, man, as far as I'm concerned. And again, I very much doubt there was, given that it all had to be reconstructed, even from the base. Usually, like, sometimes there is a strong foundation point and they recast some stones on top, and it's often kind of contrastal for the purpose, at least in Europe, of discerning between the old and the new. But the fact that all of this is rebuilt from scratch either means that they just destroyed what was left and literally rebuilt the foundations, which you do get in countries like Uzbekistan as a prime example. Take Samarkand, awful place in my opinion. But for me, I think a lot of this was actually just built from scratch. But that is just an opinion, and let's keep venturing up.